In 2016 now, Senator Lindsey Graham is not a supporter of Donald Trump as the Republican nominee, and he is not backing down.
WYFF News 4's Patrick Hutchin is joining us here now in the studio with more. Patrick.
Today, Senator Graham said that he will not vote for Trump, he will not be voting for Hillary Clinton, and he will not be attending the GOP National Convention in July either.
But everybody's out. I'm the only one left.
It's a party divided over whether or not to support Donald Trump.
I'm just not ready to do that at this point. I'm not there right now.
Trump responded to that statement from Speaker of the House Paul Ryan, saying he's not ready to accept Speaker Ryan's agenda either. Meanwhile, Republican National Committee Chairman Reince Priebus says Trump is their guy and the GOP needs to unite and focus on defeating Hillary Clinton. Senator Lindsey Graham says his party has lost its way.
How did this happen? It's a race to the bottom, and I think we have a slightly faster car.
Senator Graham also says he will not be attending his party's convention in July, where Trump is expected to become the nominee.
I'm not going to support somebody I don't believe is a reliable Republican conservative. There are plenty of my friends who will. I respect that. There are plenty of people who vote enthusiastically for Trump. Some will hold their nose, and I just can't go where he takes the party or the country.
Every person has a right to their own opinion in this process. I believe that the Speaker Ryan said not yet. He's not ready yet. From an official party perspective, Donald Trump is the Republican Party's nominee for president.
Republicans currently have the majority on Capitol Hill, and Senator Graham did find a silver lining in the effect that he feels Trump could have on Congress.
Here's what I think he's accomplished. He's divided the party over his candidacy for president, but he's reminded us all how important the majorities in the Congress are.
So when will the GOP unite in supporting Trump? The RNC said Thursday that Speaker Ryan and Trump will be talking soon.
But here's what I think Paul Ryan's going to discover, that Trumpism is not conservatism. And we'll see how that conversation goes.
All right, coming up at 6, we heard from Senator Graham there, but what did Donald Trump have to say about it today? I'll have that at 6. Gabrielle.